Hey y'all, what's up? It's your girl Nah. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a really interesting topic for you guys, and I hope that you guys will be interested. As you guys know, I'm into astrology, and I've been thinking about how to implement and show you guys how I implement astrology in my one-to-one Boss Babe consultations. So, did you know that every business owner has a Zodiac superpower? Well, in my Boss Babe consultations, I tend to help you use your Zodiac's energy to help you launch a business strategy that actually works for you. Because I've been noticing in some of my consultations that what I say to one person may or may not translate to another, and that's based on a lot of different things, including your zodiac sign. So as long as you know your sun sign, this video is for you. Today you guys are pretty much about to watch me do a mock consultation with each of the 12 zodiac signs. You can skim through or you can click below in the chapters to skip ahead into your zodiac sign so that you can see some of the different struggles that a lot of us go through based on our zodiac and how I'm able to help you coach through it. I do have a book that I've been utilizing, so you guys know I've done my research. I've studied this long enough that I feel like this would be a really fun and interesting video. If you're into it, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up and let's get right into it. So I've been reading this book, Business Astrology 101, for a few years now, and there are a lot of gems that I've taken from this. If you guys are interested in this book, I will link it down below for you guys. That's only if you're into the astrology and weaving business and astrology together like I am. I've been studying this book for quite a few years, and I just figured it was a decent video that I could try to make. So like I said, if you're interested, let's keep on watching. First up is Aries. So the first zodiac sign is an Aries. And an Aries might step into my consultation and say, hey, Nah, I get super excited to launch a business idea. I have all of these different ideas in my head. I might just get so hyped that I launch it overnight. But then after a few days, I burn out and I have no more energy to input into running the actual business that I launched so quick and so fast. After a few weeks, I'm moving on to the next shiny thing because this bores me. Am I just not built for running a business? And I might say to that Aries, well, first of all, you're absolutely built for running a business. You're an Aries, dedicated signs to doing things on their own. It will start something so quick and will not hesitate to do it. So yes, entrepreneurship is for you. Just probably not in like the traditional, really long-winded way. So as an Aries, I might suggest to them that you need to see quick wins and very visible progress. So I might suggest to you that we structure your business that way we're launching in sprints. So we may launch really quickly over in this month. We'll test quickly and then we'll celebrate each and every single small win so that your momentum continues to go. Because like the Aries will get burnt out really quickly. They'll get bored and they'll be on to the very next thing. So by launching your business in spurts, by doing launches that are really quick, really innovative, really exciting, and things that are not going to have to last very long, like seasonal ideas or even just a month launch of a project, that gives you a little bit of a pacing so that it's not so, this is taking forever to see the progress. Oh my gosh, when am I going to actually see the result? You need structure and really big wins celebrated all the time to actually keep yourself engaged and motivated. So instead of one big marathon project, how about breaking your business idea down into small, tiny group projects that you can launch consecutively throughout the course of the 12 months in a year? That way, with these mini launches, you're not only you're not getting burnt out, but you're also able to celebrate and see the progress track a little bit quicker than most businesses do. Because as you know, as an entrepreneur, sometimes it's going to take you a little bit to see that revenue start to kick in. But with many product launches that you've planned out really well, I can see this being something that keeps you engaged enough to not be like, oh, I'm done with this and on to the next thing so fast. You need to keep your fire alive. You're an Aries. That's a fire sign. So think about stuff that you're super passionate about, that you know if you launch it, it's going to engage you enough or you're going to be into it enough that you won't give up as quickly. But also think about pacing yourself a little bit in spurts so that you can get this thing launched. Okay, done with that product. Now on to the next product. And I feel like if you plan these out, say you launch a different product every month. Now that's a lot, but maybe every 3 months or something like that. But you're getting to see, you launch a product in January, by let's say April, you're getting to see the progress of it, where it's not going to take you all the way to December to see how successful you were in that business product idea. All right, Aries, that was your segment. Comment down below and let me know if this resonated with you. Something that I forgot to mention, and as I'm filming this video, it just clicked in my head. If you guys are interested in booking a one-to-one consultation with your girl, please go ahead and click the link down below in the description box. I have availability all month long, so I'm willing to talk to you guys, especially if after this video you found that it was helpful and maybe you have some ideas that you want to pitch to me. I'm loving to pick you guys' brain and loving for you to pick mine. So let's get your business launched ASAP. The link is down below in my description box. Next up is Taurus. All right, Taurus, this is your segment. So you're a Taurus, you love nice things, you love stability, and you love hard work, but you might get nervous about launching a business because you have to invest a certain amount of money, and that may make you feel like you're losing certain stability or like it's too risky. Where Aries is a risk taker, Taurus is like, if my money ain't right, I'm not about to put that over there because I need to make sure that I have some sort of foundation and a security blanket. So Taurus, what I would say to you, that is your gift. Your security, your stability, your love for fine things, for luxury, that is a gift that you can absolutely utilize to run a successful business. You know how to build something steady and reliable, as you already probably do in your everyday life. So your business plan should probably focus on long-term, sustainable, and steady growth. If I was to recommend this to a Taurus, I would like us to set up systems that we can track that are going to bring in consistent sales. One thing about a Taurus is y'all want to see consistency. Like, you want to see that there is things happening over the course of the launching of this business. Not just, I launched a product, it did well for the first month, and then the second month it tanked. So we will probably set up a product that we are guaranteed to do well with, like an evergreen product, a subscription-based service, even a digital product, or even something like drop shipping, so that you feel secure and not so insecure about launching this business and risking the money that you have to invest initially. Because if a Taurus feels financially secure, they're pretty much willing to do anything. But if it's not looking right with the money, you're not going honey. So based on your aesthetics, I feel like you love really luxurious things. I talked about this in a recent video, but I would highly recommend you use your luxury-based aesthetics and the finer things in life that you love as a part of your branding and your aesthetic for your business. It's natural, it's organic for you, and it flows. With that, you will naturally attract high-value clients, which means that whatever product you are selling, you're probably going to be able to pitch that product for a little bit more money than the average business owner may be able to, because your aesthetic leans towards the more luxurious feel. So you will not just be selling a product, you'll be selling a lifestyle, comfort, and luxury all in one. That's what I would recommend for my Tauruses out there. Let me know if this resonated for you down below in the comments, Taurus. Now let's move on to one of my favorite signs, Gemini. Listen, I'm a Gemini, and I swear I change my business idea every other week. I get bored so fast. I have so many ideas going on through my mind. I click into one thing, and then I'm on to the next thing super quick. How can I stay consistent enough, long enough, so that I can actually sustain running a business with all the different ideas and all the different interests that I have going on in my head? Okay, Gemini, so your energy thrives on storytelling. Your energy thrives on storytelling, variety, and not monotony. So anything that's monotonous is out the window for you. It has to be of the variety, because you are such a really, I guess, multi-talented and multitasker at the same time. So not only are you multi-talented, you can multitask really well. So if you're stuck doing one thing for the same amount of time for too long, you're bored and you're on to the next thing. So instead of forcing yourself to stick to one lane, because that feels what the majority of the world is doing, we will build you a business that allows you to explore multiple different passions all at the same time. That way you keep your Geminian energy flowing. Okay, so for example, I wrote some things down. You can probably create a lot of different collections. You can bundle products with seasonal deals. You can run seasonal campaigns. You can offer services. You can mix digital products, physical products, seasonal campaigns, service-based business. Like, you can do all the things at once. You just have to find a way to integrate it so that it flows into one business. You also do well with content-heavy businesses such as YouTube, doing influencer-style content, TikTok, any digital products, anything that is very techie or online. I feel like you'll do super well with that, because Geminis are chatty. We love to chat. We chat. So anything where you have to talk a lot, like, you're pretty much going to thrive there as well. But also, you really love to learn. You love to learn, and you love to share everything you learn. So the key is going to be to create a structure where you are embracing your dual nature and allowing yourself to tap into all the different things that you're interested in without getting stuck or feeling trapped in that one lane scenario of a business. I feel like you can still funnel your customers towards a clear brand experience as long as you know what your ideal client is and what your ideal target audience is and what type of experience you're trying to give your customer. You can merge multiple different businesses into one as long as it flows and is seamless, if that makes sense. But my Geminis out there, yes, you absolutely can start a business. You just got to pick all of the things that you feel like are you and merge them seamlessly. And that's something that I've worked with a lot of my different clients and myself as well. But yeah, that was your segment. I hope this resonated with you. If it did, let me know below in the comments. Now let's get on to Cancers. I'm a Cancer, and I feel like I want a business that gives me the freedom to be able to spend more time at home and time with my family. But I feel so protective of my time and energy. Sometimes it feels a little bit selfish for me to focus so much on my business that I'm neglecting my friends, my family, and my home life. Especially when I know that my family and my friends need me. What do I do now? Okay, Cancer. So your strength is that you are nurturing and you like to create a safe space. So you can use that in your business plan. Let me show you how. What your business will be able to do is to not only create a really nurturing and soft space, but it'll be something that people come to looking for a safe space. That's always key in building a good customer to business owner relationship. So instead of draining yourself, we'll plan your business strategy where it feels like an extension of that care level that you have, an extension of the care that you have for your family and your friends at home. You can also nurture your friends and family and the internet and whoever you're working with by doing things like coaching or selling wellness products or family-centered services. All of these things are going to align with your energy. So you're not going to feel like you're taking away from your family and friends. You're going to feel like you're adding to, but you're also making money while doing it. So I'll help you build some boundaries around your business. That way you have set hours. You're going to work from this time to this time. And at this time, all work is off. And now you're centered around your family, your friends, and at home. So instead of competing and trying to balance doing both, I feel like if you set a set schedule where, you know, during these hours you're working and at these hours you're strictly just being at home with your friends and family, you may feel a little bit more balanced and not have to, I guess, juggle the both of them or feel like you're taking away from one to add to the other. So remember, you are not choosing between your family and business. You are creating a cohesive space where both of the two can merge. And I really love Cancerian energy because I feel like being so nurturing is really easy to get like super, super lovey about your business. Like it's going to become like your little baby. Once you build that business, it's going to feel like something else that you're supposed to take care of. So take that Cancerian energy and stop, I guess, feeling like you're neglecting one thing and show yourself more how you can be more nurturing in different areas as well. Nurture them pockets. Let's start there. I hope that resonated for you, Cancer. If it did, please let me know down below in the comment section. Now let's move on to my Leos. Hey, now I'm a Leo and I know I want my brand to shine, but I see so many people online selling all of these same products that I'm interested in selling. How can I make sure that I stand out online and people are not just scrolling past and on to the next thing? I love Leo's energy so much because you are going to take the center stage. You definitely want your product to feel like something that is going to catch people's attention and that's going to shine above the rest. You guys are the Leos for a reason, okay? Spotlight on you type energy. But Leo energy is also very magnetic. So people are naturally drawn to you just based off of your charisma, your personality, and who you are and the way you show up to the world, especially when you're showing up authentically. Your business plan should center around you, Leo. Anything you do in your business, you should be the face of it. I think that your face, your energy, your brand, your personality, all the things that encompass a Leo, that should be like the focal point of your business. If you're worried about the product being something that everybody else is selling, don't worry so much about the product. Focus more on how you can, I guess, emulate your energy from product to customer. You want to make your brand be your personality, if that makes sense. So since Leos are really bold and they like to shine, we'll do really bold visuals. We'll do video content that shows your charisma and a brand identity that screams confidence. That's quick to get people to stop scrolling. Leos, we do not compete, we captivate. So I will help you package your products so that they're not going to only notice it online. They're also going to want to get to know more about you as a business owner and who you are behind just your business. Because like I said, you are magnetic. Your energy is going to captivate the spotlight no matter what type of product you sell. So let's focus on less on the product and more on how to market yourself as the brand, if that makes sense. And if this resonated for you, my Leos, please go ahead and give me a comment down below and let me know. Let's move on to none other than the Virgos. I'm a Virgo. I've been planning for months. I've been creating the list, checking the details, but nothing feels ready. I just cannot bring myself to launch a business because I'm scared it's not going to be perfect. And to you Virgos, I want to say, first of all, happy birthday to all the Virgos in the video right now. My birthday was this past Sunday, 9/7. If it's your birthday or if your birthday is coming, happy birthday to you. But Virgo, your gift is your precision. You see the details that no one else is paying attention to. And that right there is very valuable. But your perfectionism can absolutely paralyze you. That's why in your business plan, I'd help you build some systems that make things feel easier to launch. We're going to create a checklist because I know you're Virgo in energy. You need that checklist. But we're going to create the checklist that are only of things that are truly essential and not optional. That way you're not overwhelmed with how many different tasks there are that you have to get done. And instead, you're focusing on the things that are most important. Because once you hit the things that are essential, because you're going to do them to the utmost extent, to the most high potential that they can possibly be done, to make sure that every detail is done, everything is analyzed, and everything is in perfect order. By the time you check off everything on your list, you're pretty much 80% done with launching. Because in business, one thing I will note to the Virgos, and this is a note to myself, I'm kind of reading myself right now. Nothing is ever perfect in entrepreneurship, not a single thing. This entrepreneurship journey is a journey for a reason. There are things that are going to come up every time you decide to launch a new product. There will be a new set of obstacles that you have to overcome, or a new set of on-set challenges that you have to learn to deal with and mitigate in between trying to launch. So I guess if you focus less on perfection and more so getting the thing done, you'll feel more like you achieved a lot more. Trust me. You can always refine afterwards, okay? But you will never get to refine after if you don't start, okay? Virgo, get out your head and get into that business planning, and do less planning and do more doing. Your organization is your power, but I challenge you to make sure that it doesn't become what hinders you, or like a cage where you feel boxed in. Try to let loose a little bit. Try to have more fun. Try to do more creating and less overthinking. That's the message for my Virgos. I hope that resonated. If it did, let me know below in the comment section. Let's move on to Libras. Hey, now I'm a Libra and I really want to launch this business, but everything has to be beautiful. Honestly, I get stuck in decision making, logo colors, packaging, branding, stickers, design, all those different things. I get stuck in it because, like I said, it's got to be beautiful, or I'm just not going to launch it. If it doesn't look good, if it's not aesthetic, it's not going to be done. So what can I do now? I need your help. Also, I change my mind every other day. Once I make up my mind, I change it the very next day. So I need your help now. What can I do? That's just your Libra energy being Libra energy. There's nothing wrong with that. You see all the options. You see all the different ways that you can execute something. And you want harmony. You want perfect balance. You want things to make sense. If it doesn't make sense, you're not going to do it. The good news, though, with the Libra energy is that you have a good eye for design. So I do understand what you're saying, where you just want to spend too much time overlooking the logo colors, the branding, the aesthetics of the business. But I think that that's a really key way that you can actually make your business go from here to here. The good thing is that your eye for design is going to make you really naturally magnetic to your clients, because who doesn't want to stop and scroll and look at something that is beautiful online, especially in the world where everything is oversaturated. Something that you can do is focus on branding that feels timeless. It's not going to be trendy, because that's just not Libra's way. You're not going to do stuff that's trendy. It's got to be timeless. So that way you don't have to keep redoing things to keep up with the trends. Your brand, your focus, your design is going to be one of those that can stand the test of time. And because you thrive on collaboration and working with others, we're going to build you a business plan where you can collaborate with people in your community. You can do business partnerships. You might want to host like a special guest if you're doing like a podcast, or if you're doing a video where you're packaging your orders. Maybe you bring somebody else in to help you package your orders with you. But whether that's like influencer collabs or style shoots or whatever the case may be, your power is creating beauty and building an audience. And I'll help you build your strategy just around that. So we can focus on all the pretty things. We can make everything make sense. We can actually pick one idea and stick to it, Libra. You know what I mean? And once we stick to that idea, once you execute it, it's going to be flawless, because you do nothing other than create flawless beauty and art. So that's pretty much your business strategy, Libra. If that resonated with you, let me know down below in the comments. Let's move on to our Scorpios. Hey, now I'm a Scorpio and I want to start a business, but I don't want it to be surface level. You know what I mean? I want something that's going to transform people's lives, but I'm scared that might come off as too heavy or too intimidating. So what can I do? All right, Scorpio, here's my deal. Transformation is literally your superpower. You have to utilize transformation in your business, because that's what you do as a Scorpio. You transform over and over and over and over and over again. So you're not here to do anything that's shallow or surface level or just like mundane at all. You're here to take people from point A to point B in a really deep and passionate way too. So your business plan could reflect that. And it's okay to feel like you're being a little bit too heavy or intimidating. Your business is not for everybody, and that's okay too, Scorpio. Part of y'all's energy is the mystique and the mysterious and the not so broadcast to the entire world. It's for your people and your people only. So you can do really like intimate services, exclusive offers, and even like premium pricing. Something that's a little bit more low key. You don't need a huge audience, because the depth of your impact is going to create loyalty. So whoever you're targeting in your business, whoever you end up working with, those are going to be the people that hone in on what you're trying to do, and they actually are going to want to do the work to transform. If you're trying to get them from point A to point B, whatever product or service you are delivering will do just that for a certain type of audience, if that makes sense. You're not meant to be for the whole world. And the truth is, y'all, people do want that intensity, so that's okay. Don't shy away from it. People do crave transformation. People crave change. People crave doing things that they may not see in ordinary day lives. So if that's something you can offer to your business idea, I would absolutely do that. But what we can do is we can package all that depth that you have in a cutesy way, or in a way that feels more magnetic and charming and a welcoming way, so that it's not so intimidating and people are not like, I don't really know if I want to buy that product, or I'm a little scared to try that service. I hope that makes sense for you, Scorpio. If it does, let me know down below in the comment section. Let's move on to none other than the Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius and I love freedom and adventure. I don't want to be tied down to one specific business idea or one specific business model. So how can I be successful if you don't want to stick to one structure? Let's find out what that means for you, Sagittarius. Oh, hello.
Hi, guys.
Hi. What you got there?
Oh no, what happened to my drawing? Oh, what a coincidence.
Did you just draw this for the video? What is this?
Maybe.
Is this it?
It's a subscribe button.
Oh.
Y'all better subscribe.
Y'all hear my girl. Y'all better subscribe. Subscribe right now. Subscribe right now. Okay. Now, after our brief interruption, Sagittarius, you thrive on expansion. So not confinement. You don't want to be in a confined model if you're going to run your business. You want to expand. Like you said, you love freedom and travel and adventure. So that means that your business should be built around that freedom. You can do things like online courses, coaching, digital products, things that don't keep you tied down to having a package and ship off an order. Things that where you can travel and do your own free thing while still maintaining your business flow. That way your business allows for you to travel and do your work from anywhere. That's something that I love as well. You will also thrive on the business where you are exposing your knowledge and teaching. Because as a Sagittarius, you guys really love learning. Y'all love knowledge. You love to acquire all the different things. So anything that's going to allow you to teach or travel or share your knowledge, that's also going to work really well for you. And instead of fighting your wanderlust spirit, we're going to create a structure that supports it so that you do have that freedom that you crave. That way your brand will grow even while you're on the road. I hope that makes sense for you, Sagittarius. If it does, please go and let me know down below in the comment section. We're moving on to Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn and I don't want a quick hustle. I want a business that lasts 10, 20 years. I want a legacy. I want something that lasts a lifetime. I want something that I can feel like I can pass down to my children and their children and future generations to come. Nah, what can I do? Okay, first of all, that is like pure top 10 Capricorn energy. Legacy, building foundation, stability, all things that last and stand the test of time. Capricorn's planetary ruler is Saturn, and Saturn is our planet of time. So it kind of makes sense that Capricorn wants something that builds a legacy. So your business plan should focus on more than just making money. You need to focus on scaling. So you need to focus on something that where you can constantly see that upward climb going in your business, not something where it will plateau. What we would do in your business is set up a system where you're getting that reoccurring revenue, where your money continuously flows in, where there's money dabbled in many areas, so that you always have a pocket of change in this place and that place. And eventually you'll be able to build your wealth that you want to maintain that legacy, or to build that legacy rather. So your energy is pretty much given like building an empire. And I love that, because one of the things about empire building is if like you start an LLC, y'all, you can maintain multiple different businesses within that LLC. So say this is Slave Renee Way LLC, but I have Rose Beauty Cosmetics, 99 Mystic, and et cetera, over on here. You have multiple different businesses run under one big umbrella LLC company. That's pretty much the smartest way to go ahead and start building that generational wealth that you do look for. And it's already an empire. Once you start one business, branch off and build 3 more within that business. So I'll help you create the blueprint that turns your hustle into an institution, into something bigger and better than life itself, into something that will stand the test of time and will be able to be passed on for generations to come. I hope that resonated for you, Capricorn. If it did, please let me know down below in the comment section. Let's move on to our Aquariuses. So I'm an Aquarius. I'm quirky. I'm innovative. And I honestly don't like anything that's traditional business model. I want to do something that feels different. Something that feels like it's going to change the game. Something nobody's ever thought of. Something that is new and fresh and exciting. What can I do now? I mean, that right there is your gift, Aquarius. You are the innovator. Your business does not have to fit inside of a box, because you do not fit inside of a box. You're unconventional in that way. We're going to explore some unconventional business models, something that is fresh and innovative, so that you do not get stuck to one idea. You can do subscription-based community, creating an app. I feel like creating an app is such an Aquarian thing to do. Starting a social impact brand, starting business models that are rooted in activism and innovation. Aquarius energy pretty much thrives when it is serving the bigger vision and the bigger vision of humanity, not just yourself. You want to think long term for what the world will be like. So we'll make sure that your business is not just profitable, but it's going to feel like a movement. It's going to feel like something that people want to join, something that people want to hop on, because it's like, oh my God, what is this new thing? Like, I got to figure out what that new thing is. That is where your Aquarian energy will thrive. So if you're into app development or something like that, I highly recommend you try to create an app that you feel like will suit the needs of the world or a specific type of person. It's really easy to create an app nowadays, especially with AI. Using AI is also a really Aquarian thing. So if you've not dibbled and dabbled in using AI technology, highly recommend that for my Aquariuses here on the channel. If that resonated with you, Aquarius, please don't forget to let me know down below in the comment section. Now let's move on to our last sign, which is Pisces. So I'm a Pisces. I have so many dreamy ideas now. I want to create. I want to make art. I want to inspire. I want to implement spirituality, music, arts, aesthetics, all the things. But I get really overwhelmed when it's time to make things practical. I don't want to lose my magic in the process. My magic is part of the process. What can I do now? So for my Pisces, your creativity is divine magic. And you don't actually need to sacrifice it if you think about it. Especially in the way that the world is moving today. A lot more people are into the Piscean way of doing it. What you really need is a structure to hold all the magic that you have. All the creativity, all the ideas, all the passion and the different things that you want to do spiritually. You need some sort of structure to make it real and practical. That's where I come in. It also helps that I'm a Virgo. So I work with Pisces very, very well. It's something that is kind of like a dual nature thing where Pisces is the spirituality and the dreams and the manifestation of things. Virgo is bringing the things down to reality. So if you're a Pisces watching this video right now, go ahead and book your reading because, girl, we got to get the ideas going. We got to make them real. We'll map out a plan that turns your creativity into aligned offers. Maybe start an Etsy shop, do a spiritual coaching program, or digital art drops, or just starting a YouTube channel. I'm going to help you ground your vision so that it doesn't feel so chaotic and all over the place. But while keeping your business rooted in intuition and flow, that's kind of the Piscean thing. You guys want to use your intuition and flow while doing it. So while your magic stays intact, it's going to add some clarity so that it shines and so that it actually makes you some money. Let me know if that resonates for you, Pisces. If it does, please go ahead and comment down below in the comment section and let me know that resonated. Okay, so as you guys can see, every zodiac sign has their own business style and has their own energy that they want to implement and use while they're doing their business. This is for all 12 of the zodiac signs. So what I tend to do in my Boss Babe consultations is I will help you analyze what your actual zodiac sign means, some of the things that you may or may not have seen on social media already. We break that down really briefly. Then I find a way to help you merge your energy with a different business model that suits you and your needs. That way you're going to make some profit, it's going to feel aligned, and it's going to be sustainable because you're using your own authentic energy and not trying to mimic something that you've seen somebody else do, because that may or may not work for you. So if you're ready to boss up with the strategy and add a little zodiac magic, go ahead and click the link down below to book your Boss Babe consultations. I do have availability on my calendar right now. Go ahead and get yourself scheduled. That way we can plan and launch your business either before the new year or at the top of the new year. I hope that this video was interesting for you guys. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let me know down below in the comment sections if you want to see a little bit more astrology mixed into some of these entrepreneur related videos and topics. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.